Hello, welcome to Hila-P Sports and Entertainment TV. We are back again, and this is the weekend review. What to expect in the Premier League as far as the Premier League is concerned, and we are expecting tough games and top matches coming up this weekend. We are done with the international scene, and we are back again in the Premier League. The first game will be Arsenal up against Nottingham Forest at the Emirates Stadium. CBN. That game is going to be an interesting one because the Nottingham Forest will be having a new manager in the dugout facing Arsenal. Do you see the players of Nottingham Forest being motivated?
Yes, of course. They are going to be very much motivated because it's always bad to play a team when they just sacked a coach and a new coach just comes in, and then you are facing them because all the players already they understand the situation in the club, the changes and the changes of the new coach coming in. They want to impress the coach. They want to perform at the highest level, so that to show this guy, okay, I can actually hold down this position
and show the new coach that I can be able to
exactly. So now facing Arsenal is going to be a tough matchup for Arsenal because Arsenal will not get it very easy from Nottingham Forest this time.
And you know this game is going to be at the Emirates, and we know that there's information that Saka is back in training on the pitch training. But do you see him playing that game?
No, I don't think he will be fully fit for that match.
Okay.
But fortunately for Arsenal, Nonimade has been
outstanding. He scored for England.
Scored for England last Arsenal match against Liverpool. He was very good.
So what's the prediction in that game? Are you seeing Arsenal dismantling Nottingham Forest?
No, I think it's going to be a narrow win.
Andy doing for Arsenal?
Yes, it's going to end up 2-1. A narrow win for Arsenal.
Oh, that's good. Okay, we have Bournemouth up against Brighton. Bournemouth, Brighton. They have been informed this season, and despite losing against Liverpool, I think in that game, that's the only game they have lost so far this season. I think, yeah. And then again, Brighton surprised. They cooked Manchester City last time. Man City never believed that they're going to lose that game. You know, Brighton coming from behind and beating Man City 2-1 in that game. How do you see this Bournemouth Brighton? It's going to be a tough game because I know that these two teams they've been doing well. They're starting on a very nice note, on a very super note. So do you see them? Your position too.
It's going to. I think Bournemouth will beat Brighton. But Brighton they just come up from that wonderful performance against Manchester City. But still, Bournemouth has really impressed a lot of people.
You don't see.
They are 7th in the table, normally Bournemouth is a team that you would expect big teams to blow off, but it was very difficult for Liverpool to beat them in the season opener. So I think this time around they are going to beat Brighton, maybe 1-0 against in favor of Bournemouth.
But are you not seeing Brighton at least picking that momentum? You know that they did against City. You know, against this game against Bournemouth.
Yeah, Brighton actually did well, like I said earlier, but when you look at the Manchester City team at the moment, it's a very poor collection of players, and the Guardiola has not been able to find a way around the management of that team at the moment. So beating Man City the way they did, even though they've not been playing very well, Brighton they've not been playing very well, but somehow they find a way to beat Manchester City. Well, if they can carry that performance to this game, maybe they'll get something out of the match. But unless they do that, it's going to be Bournemouth's day. Newcastle
up against Wolves, and you know that Newcastle they got in 2 top forwards in the person of Wissa, and also the player from Bundesliga, the striker from Bundesliga, I think, in Frankfurt. That game now, I know Newcastle they have been a bit poor because they lack that pace up front. But now that they have two top players, do you see them beating Wolves? Which I know Wolves have not been convincing.
Because Wolves themselves, they have been very bad.
Yes.
Like beyond their fans' expectation, beyond neutral fans' expectation.
But are you blaming them? They showed their cool hand and Anthony.
Yes, of course. The amount of players, the caliber of players they sold in the summer is actually affecting them. No proper replacements, and they have not been able to pick up. They've lost their 3 matches.
Yes.
And Newcastle, on the other hand, have not won any match. They've lost 1 and they've drawn the other 2. So I feel it's a very tight one. These are 2 poor teams.
Yes. But looking at what the Newcastle have brought in, do you see them having the edge?
The striker they brought in, Walter made, I think, coming in from Bundesliga.
But he may not start. At least a whistle. Give it a whistle. Let's start.
Okay, but they paid a lot of money for that young man.
Yes, I know, but you just came into Premier League because they may rush you in and you'll be
yeah, but I find it very difficult to understand why so many teams will pay a lot of money for a player. And
but you never can tell. Look at the may different from Ruben.
Yeah, I think Wissa and Walter, I think that both of them can play together
because Wissa can come from
Wissa was playing together with Buemo and Brentford. I think both of them can still work out as well.
Okay, but how do you see Eddie Howe? How his management, his man management? You see him. He might turn watermelon to something else. He might even be more dangerous than Isaac.
Yeah, Eddie Howe is a great coach. And he has a very huge experience in the Premier League. Yeah. Last season, we all saw what he achieved. Yes. I mean, he took Newcastle United to
winning the Carabao Cup.
Exactly. So, but I think this season, from the summer, they've been having issues with this player sale, with this Isaac issue, and they've not really been lucky in the transfer market. Players were rejected. They were getting rejections from one player to the other, so it has affected them. Do you understand?
Even their performance.
Now, yes, of course, that affected their performances, and then the whole situation in the club. But I think now that they've got their striker and they've got Wissa as well, so hopefully the coach will find a way for them to pick up their season, because they are yet to do that.
David Moyes high flying Everton up against Aston Villa. How do you see this game?
Yeah, David Moyes is actually doing a great job in Everton. Yes. He's been wonderful. He's been impressive.
The boys have been doing their. They are doing the assignment they give, and their standout player so far is Jack Grealish, who came on loan from Manchester City.
Jack Grealish has been.
Do you think Pep Guardiola will be licking his wounds by allowing him to leave?
Yeah, because he allowed him to leave, and then the players he retained has not been performing.
Yes.
So it makes coaches look foolish when you pick a player and say that he's not good enough. He should go on loan, and when he goes there, it becomes better than the ones you retained. Yes. I mean, it's happening with Grealish, it's happening with Kopama, because he told Kopama, I cannot make use of you this season. When he was sold to Chelsea, you have to go on loan. The young man said, no, I have to be sold. And then he went to Chelsea, and then he started performing. So sometimes it happens, because some players might be in a team, maybe the tactics, or maybe the formation, or maybe the ideology of the coach is not working for the individual player. So when he goes to a different club that has a better or a suiting ideology that actually suits his own kind of play, I think that's what is happening with Grealish in Everton.
It just reminded me what happened to Chelsea in Salah and David De Bruyne. So that's football for you. It happens, and we have to accept it. We have to just accept it. Then Crystal Palace, who are dogged this season so far, up against Sunderland. That game, the super story behind that thing is McGuire not leaving New Crystal Palace on the deadline game. Liverpool will be licking their wounds. Why they couldn't be able to get that fantastic defender?
It was a very failed attempt from very bad failed attempts from Liverpool.
It's not a big story. A big story in your fans is Crystal Palace concerned. Do you see them beating Sunderland?
It's not going to be easy. Sunderland are actually doing very well this season so far.
They are really disturbing.
Yeah, they are doing so. They are doing very well. The way they have performed in the season is very impressive for a team that's coming from the Championship.
Yes.
But on the other hand, Crystal Palace again, not selling McGuire is a very huge boost for them as well. I see them beating Sunderland.
Fulham Leeds.
I'll give it to Fulham again. Fulham is another team that has tried to do one thing or the other. They've tried to perform, and in as much as they've not really gotten some of the results they actually deserved, but they are a very tough team at the moment. So I'll give it to Fulham.
West Ham up against Tottenham.
West Ham against Tottenham. I'll say Tottenham will beat West Ham 2-1.
Tottenham might be in trouble.
Yeah, he was getting into that stage where the red light starts showing. But at a point,
the last
game
against
went and then blew Nottingham Forest away, and everyone was like, "What is happening?" So, if he loses against Tottenham, I think the board will still give him some time to see if he's going to come back and
now looking at
consistent.
Looking at Brentford, Chelsea. Now that Chelsea are having issues. At least recently they have Darisugo picking up injury and also successfully undergoing surgery. And we have Delap who is off also out in a long while, and also we have Kohil and Kopama who is also has not returned to training. And we expected Kopama to be in training at the moment, but it's unfortunate that he's not in training. Do you see Chelsea surviving Brentford?
Yes,
and also say because we know it's a London derby.
London derby. Yes. This is like I think this is like the fourth London derby in a row that Chelsea have played at this start of the season. So I think Chelsea will still be able to beat Brentford even without all those players. I mean, this is Brentford. They have not been doing very well in the season. They are 15th in the table. Chelsea is second, and I think Chelsea have enough substitutes for all those injured players to be able to beat Brentford. And I see them taking all the 3 points come Saturday evening.
Wow, that's okay. Burnley up against Liverpool. That should be on Sunday.
That's another easy game for Liverpool, if I may say, because the way Liverpool have played this season, they've found a way to win matches.
And they have dominated too.
Exactly.
Yes.
Even when it seems like they are going to lose the 3 points, or they're going to lose 2 points, even when it looks like they are going to get a draw, they'll find a way to score a goal. So I think Liverpool will just will simply blow off Burnley.
Then the game of the weekend, Manchester City up against Man United, right there at Etihad. Ruben Amorim up against Pep Guardiola. Although Manchester having an issue, Omar Mamouche picking up injury in the international scene.
It's a very bad one.
How do you see this game? Are you seeing Man U hurting Man City?
Yes, it's possible because Manchester City has been. Even when Man City are doing well, they always find it very difficult
to beat Man City. Man United.
Let alone now that they are very poor, and on top of that, they are having injuries. They are Mamouche just got injured, and is a very important player in the squad at the moment. So I have not really been impressed with the young lads that Guardiola has brought into the teams. They've not really been up to that level to be able to win matches for him. But I feel Manchester United will have an opportunity to actually make a statement and tell everybody that, okay, we are coming back, we've arrived, and we are going to actually make a difference at the moment. So it's not going to be an easy match against me. I think I'll rather give it to Manchester United.
No. How many goals?
But because this is Man City and it's at Etihad, I'll just say it will end in a draw, 1-1 draw.
Okay, all right. Viewers, you have heard also. Now, we have come to the end of the weekend review of what to expect. I find this weekend is concerned in the Premier League. It's if you look at the fixtures, it's really filled up. It's going to fill up with so many many games, and also games that we expect that is going to spew and put more enticement to viewers, and also looking at what to expect from Arsenal early kickoff, and also Manchester United and Man City closing it at the end of the day on Sunday. Let us hear from you. What is your prediction? Which team do you see, coming up, or would you, as fans, which of your team, or which team do you think winning is going to win games, and also that you're going to come up on top at the end of the day? Let's hear from you. Drop your prediction on the comment section, and let's hear you. Thank you.